I do. Get my glasses on before you start so I can see what I'm writing. I'm going to be voting no for this calendar to move forward or to be approved. As public officials, we are beholden to FOIA laws, which require us to debate and deliberate in public. That means this dais is not for pomp and circumstance. It is for real, transparent discussions. If discussions have been orchestrated behind scenes and simply performed here, we are violating both the spirit and letter of the law and failing the people we serve. We are not a democracy. We are a representative republic, and our charge is to invest our time to make thoughtful decisions best suited for our students, parents, staff, and taxpayers. Beginning a school year with minimal disruption is essential for our students and families. A consistent, uninterrupted 5-day school week, especially during those first critical weeks, set the tone for strong attendance habits and academic focus. In the Low Country, we will also recognize the frequent disruption hurricanes bring in September. This makes it even more important to preserve stability where it can be controlled through our school calendar. That brings me to the recent vote at the COW on the school calendar that was misleading and incorrect information was discussed amongst a number of errors within what was presented. Trustees were told that the 2026-27 calendar had a legal urgency to approve calendar a whole year in advance. That urgency was never clearly justified, and worse, trustees were discouraged from making changes because of what had been voted for in the majority, even though staffs had made that already. We were also told that early dismissals were necessary for teachers before progress reports. However, this was not standard practice in the presented calendars, not even for report cards, which was more demanding. Even comments about duration before progress reports were not consistent. It is our job to put students first, not to protect an undetermined agenda. We owe the families honesty, and we owe our community a process that serves learning, not convenience.
Go ahead, finish.
As a trustee, we have some serious decisions about the 2027 academic calendar, and I have some questions. With only 3% of roughly 30,000 out of 100,000 parents responded to the survey, is that survey statistically significant enough to consider it as a successful measure to public consensus? I hear my trustees deferring to the survey results. Who has taken a deep dive in this calendar and fully understands this? Who will respond for creating a policy that relinquishes our vote in favor of a constituent survey? Are we truly prepared to forfeit our role entirely? I will submit to you that we should establish a stronger academic policy that reflects academic rigor. Is that not our job? We have voted on calendar A with 1 3-week consistent instruction versus calendar B had 3 3-weeks and 1 4-week consistent instruction. Calendar C had 3 3-week consistent instruction. The analysis of this matter is complex. Have we truly unpacked it? What percentage of the population's input should be considered sufficient to override our informed understanding of the calendar? Should we make our decisions solely on a survey and ignore discussions with parents, teachers, email, and Facebook posts? Can we assess the survey conducted during the timeline that allows for meaningful input and the format of the survey administered produce significant results? Can we assess how much time the public spent reviewing and analyzing the calendar before responding? Can we assess that the public forum with discussion and debate might have provided better results? Whose voice should carry more weight? Parents, teachers, and academic experts focused on student success using evidence-based case in this decision. And I will be voting no for this calendar.
And
And I have one more thing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Leader, we need to move on, and I gave you double the time. Are there any others trustees that are against the motion?
I yield my time so that Ms. Lieber can finish.
Fair enough, finish.
So because I appreciate Ms. Jewett's detailed analysis, the first in the COW, and bringing to light some of the very major concerns with the calendar, I want to point out some things. So I did a heat map So green means great, yellow means moderate, and red means no-go. And if you look at it, so again, the full week of instruction, calendar A had 22 full week instructions, calendar B had 24, and calendar C, my apologies, there was some questions that were outstanding that Ms. Denny already responded to, but I don't know how many answers were changed. Consistent instruction, again, calendar A was 1 3-week consistent, calendar B was 3 3-week consistent, calendar B also included a 1 4-week, and calendar C included 3 3-weeks. We're recognizing the the half day or the early release before a progress report or a report. There was 2 out of 8 for calendar A, 3 out of 8 for calendar B, 1 out of 8 for calendar C. And then also in recognition that the end of the quarter to be aligned with breaks is more academic rigor. Calendar A did not do this, calendar B kind of, calendar C, no. And then the best condition for hurricane was calendar C, although with the changes that were provided, it's possible that calendar A might have also been included in that. So there's a whole lot of analysis, and I would submit to you that this is thorough, and thank you to Ms. Jewett for actually highlighting a deep dive in this calendar discussion. And I'd like it to go back to the calendar.
Are there any other trustees that have any opinions against the motion? Are there any trustees that would like to speak in favor of the motion? If not, I will say, South Carolina Code of Laws 5913